In this video, I'll share with you what a project prioritisation matrix could look like and how it should help in Council's decision-making processes. I suggested in an earlier episode that Council needs to streamline its processes. The purpose there is to ensure that all decisions relating to priority sectors are first looked at through an economic development strategy lens. I recommended using a project prioritisation matrix like this one, whenever a decision is being made that impacts on the top 5 priority sectors. Here's what the matrix could look like for the Yarra Ranges. Let's say that Council is considering a proposal for a new high-tech healthcare facility co-located with a multi-storey aged care premises. Under current Council processes, there's probably a high chance that this proposal would not progress very far due to a range of complexities. But here's how the matrix helps with the decision-making process. The matrix has 2 axes. The first axis relates to attractiveness. In other words, how attractive is this proposal in relation to other projects? The second axis relates to achievability. There is always a criteria attached to both attractiveness and achievability axes. Let's look at what the attractiveness criteria might look like. Firstly, does the proposal align with the goals and targets of the economic development strategy? In this instance, yes, the proposal is of high value. Secondly, is the proposal contributing to one or more of the top 5 priority industry sectors, again identified in the economic development strategy? Again, the answer is probably yes, the value is still of high value. So now let's look at what the achievability criteria might look like. Firstly, if approved, how likely is it that the development will achieve the outcomes that are attractive to Council in the first place? In other words, the ability to provide more healthcare, more aged care, and more employment opportunities. In this case, I would say that achieving these things is quite easy if the project is approved. Secondly, how likely is it that Council policies and procedures could accommodate or allow the development? Now, in this case, the answer is probably complicated, if not hard. That positions the proposal somewhere in the priority 2 segment of the matrix. The exact position would then be debated internally, taking into account other proposals also on the table. So this priority 2 status should provide a little bit more assurance that Council would put considerable effort into making this project happen. For example, by removing some of the obstacles faced by the developer rather than saying no because of regulatory complications. It could even mean triggering a review of a particular policy that would otherwise prevent the project from getting off the ground. So as you can imagine, this type of project prioritisation matrix can be extremely helpful in reframing the way we approach decisions. It allows for greater transparency for everyone involved and for greater flexibility, because all decisions are relative to alternative options and never set in stone. It is one of the best outcomes-focused decision-making tools that I know of, and I've worked with many organisations, including councils, to tailor this matrix for their specific circumstances.